You bastard. Yo, what's up? What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We chilling, trying to get this thing set up. Everything to start falling to pieces as I'm getting it going. But hey, we here now, so that's the only thing that matters, man. We chilling. Hope everybody's had a good day today. What's good, Rodney? What's good, Maki? Who's this guy with the mohawk that ain't came? I don't know who that. I don't know who you think you seeing, but yeah, that's me, homie. Yeah. Nah, that's me. That's me. Y'all already know what it is, man. This is me. This is me. Can't nobody rock the mohawk like I do, man. Everybody I run into tell me that ain't nobody can rock the mohawk like I do, man. And that's 100% facts and not opinion, man. The only other person I ever seen rock a mohawk is it ain't even real. The only other person that I seen rock a mohawk ain't even real. They fictional. And this is what we finna do to you since you wanna come up in here acting a fool. But yeah, man. With that being said, I need to see 850 likes. Well, we're gonna say 1,000 likes. We're gonna say 1,000 likes before I get started on this topic, man. So with that being said, come on up in here, man. What are we talking about today? What are we talking about? Let me pull this up real quick. Give me just a minute, y'all. My bad. We talking about why are we attracted to attributes of destruction? That's what we're talking about today, man. Why are we attracted to the attributes of destruction? But we can't talk about that till we hit 1,000 likes. With that being said, man, everybody needs to get together on one accord and tap the screen, man. Ain't no party like a Mohawk party, man. I ain't never even seen a Mohawk party. So I'm gonna bring the Mohawk style back. I promise you that. I promise you, I'm gonna bring it back. I remember it used to be popping back in like the early 2000s. I don't really see it like that no more. But I promise you one thing: I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna make it popular again, and people are gonna start wanting to try to be like me. They're gonna try to grow their beard out and rock the mohawk. Yeah, I'm gonna have a bunch of little Incredible boys following me around on social media, and that's 100% facts and not opinion. Y'all already know how they be. But yeah, man. While we waiting for this to get there, I was talking to somebody earlier at the store, and he said, no, see, look, and since you want to act goofy, this is what we finna do to you right here. No, that ain't what I want. This is what we finna do, right, bro. Oh, you know what? Cause I'm tripping. I gotta do it on here. Yeah. See, this is what we finna do. If it'll work, come on now. Thank you. We gonna do this right here just to get rid of that comment. You can't speak for 5 seconds. Yeah. You can't speak for 5 seconds. But anyways, I was talking to somebody at the store earlier, and he was asking me, do you got anything planned for Christmas? And y'all know, us Jews, we don't celebrate Christmas. I said, lighten my menorah, and he said, well, obviously, but he said, you got anything planned, like any family gatherings or anything? I told him, I said, no, we don't really celebrate anything that has to do with Christmas. We don't even get together on Christmas because we don't celebrate it. He's like, yeah, okay. I mean, I understand that. And then he was talking about how, back when he was in school, they would talk about Christmas and Santa Claus, but they would also include Hanukkah in there too. And that's, I'm just thinking to myself, back then they did that, but now they don't because times have changed. And when those times have changed is whenever our youth started going downhill. Our schools started going downhill. Everything else in between started going downhill. Y'all know why? Because they kicked the Almighty up out the schools. Yeah, he told me that they used to have hallways lined up. They would pray every day, every morning before they get started on school. They would have people walking down, handing people out Bibles and stuff. They don't do that no more. They done kicked the Almighty up out the schools. And they're wondering why there's so much stuff that goes on inside schools. And that's actually going to pertain to today's message or today's topic, whatever. We're already past the light ghost. With that being said, man, why are we attracted to attributes of destruction? I was listening to this video earlier. It's a bit of an older video. It had been out for a while. They were talking about the the what's the word I can use in place of this word so that way I don't get banana? Um, it was a firearm. For real, we used to get in trouble in middle school for discussing any type of religious topic. Yeah, but you see, they be teaching Islam. They teach. I heard they teach Islam in schools. They teach Satanism in schools. But you talk about Jesus and you get sent to the principal's office. See, that's how you know. That's how you know Jesus is real because he said, the world will hate you for my namesake because they hated me first. Just speaking facts. That's what he said. That's what he told his disciples, and that's what's going on right now. But it was what happened in I think it was Arlington, a middle or high school in Arlington, Texas. This kid ended up popping a bully that ran up on him, and a couple of stray bullets ended up hitting a couple of other people, and nobody passed away. Thankfully, this was a school that this happened in. But this kid ran up on this other kid, and I'm sure you guys have already heard about this, but it just got me thinking, this kid ran up on this other kid and just started beating him for no reason. Just jumped him and started beating him. And the other kids started running up on him to jump him too. So he pulled out his weapon and he fired it, 4 times. The other kids started running off. So this got me thinking, why are we attracted to the attributes of destruction? See, these kids, they ran up on this other kid and started beating on him for no reason. That's an attribute of destruction right there. You're destroying somebody when you do that. The kid didn't want nothing to do with all that. You know, and the media wasn't helping at all. They were talking about how it was just a ooting that was going on, a school ooting that was going on. They didn't say what was happening, and it was the kids from that school that were posting it online. This is what happened. It was kids at that school giving statements. This is what was going on. We are so attracted to the attributes of destruction that we do destructive things without even realizing it. Do y'all ever realize? You see somebody walking, and you're just like, look at this fat. I don't know. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I almost did, but I don't. Yeah, see, he tried to trick me. Lucy trying to trick me, but look at this big guy, But you're just thinking it to yourself in the worst words possible. Look at this big MFer, and calling it out is one thing, but then you start just roasting them out of nowhere for no reason when they haven't done anything to you. It might not be destructive to them, but it's destructive to yourself up here because you're filling yourself with toxic mind, with toxic thoughts. Now, obviously, we clown around. Yes, we clown around sometimes. But where does this shut up? Where does this where does this where do these thoughts come from? And how far do you let it get out of hand? You know? Or we see this one guy walking down the road while we're driving. Look at this fool on this little girl's bike, on this pink bike, riding this pink bike. This dude goofy, he needs to go get himself a car. Now, obviously, some people make choices that put themselves in those situations, and that's on them. But what we think, what we say about other people, what we do to other people, that's on us, We are responsible for our own thoughts, for our own actions. People complain about this, that, and the third. Well, you wouldn't have been in that situation if you didn't do this, that, and the third in the first place. Shout out to Anthony for the 44 roses, man. It's always much love and appreciation. People complain about getting sent to prison. Well, what do you get sent to prison for? What are you putting yourself in a situation that gets you sent to prison for? What are you doing getting out in the streets? What are you doing gangbanging, slinging dope? Huh? You know? It's crazy. We are all responsible for our own actions, and each action has a consequence that comes with it. And most of those actions that we make are destructive actions. We're talking about attributes of destruction. But most actions that we make nowadays are based on attributes of destruction. And it's a shame. It is a shame to see how far we as people have strayed from the truth, from the Almighty. You know, when we were first made, when the first human being was made, we were here, right? And we ate from the tree, and then we got dropped down to here. See, Lucy and his angels are here. We were up here, but now we're here. And we just keep going farther and farther and farther and farther and farther and farther and farther. Honestly, sometimes I do things and sit back and reflect, like, that's facts. That's facts. And if anybody ever out there says that they've never done that, they're capping, because we have all said something, we have all thought something or done something in our lives. And right after we do it, we sit there and think to ourselves, why did I just do that or say that? Or why did I even just think that? You know? We have all said, thought, or did something like that. And then right afterwards, we're like, why did we do that? And those are not our thoughts. Those are not our actions. Yes, we do them. We make the choice to do them, but those thoughts to do those actions are not ours originally. Those are thoughts being put into your head by the enemy to make you crash out. See, the enemy wants to see you crash out. That's why we have all these different destructive thoughts. That's why we have all these different attributes of destruction, because the enemy wants us to crash out. He's mad because we took his place. That's why he sent one of his angels to tell Eve, yo, eat this fruit, you'll be straight. You know, he knew what it was from the beginning. And he's like, oh no. He's like, oh no. You know, it's like Mr. B seeing Mr. T get into office. And he's like, oh no. So he kicks Mr. T out because he wants the spot. You know, Lucy wants his spot back, but he can't get it back. You know, he's mad because we have second chances every day. We get that we are alive, that we are breathing. We get a second chance, but he does not. His fate has already been made up because he was predestined for eternal life, and he threw it all away. That's why he doesn't get a second chance. He was predestined for eternal life. We were not predestined for eternal life. We were predestined to live for, you know, we'll say anywhere from 500 to 1,000 years, because we lived a long time back then. We weren't predestined for eternal life, but we were predestined to live a lot longer than we do now. Our bodies are just vessels that are borrowed to us, that are loaned to us. You know, put it this way: it's like getting a bank loan, right? Our body is a bank loan, and you got to pay it back, or you cannot pay it back. The way we pay it back is by following what the Almighty tells us to do and believing and trusting and worshiping Him alone. Or we cannot pay it back and do what we want to do, and our credit gets ruined. Our credit is our spirit. And our credit gets ruined. It gets sent down there sent down there into the garbage. Our spirit gets sent down there to the garbage. That's what it is. Our bodies are bank loans, and it's up to us to either pay it back or not pay it back. The more we entertain destructive attributes, the more we don't pay it back, the more we head down the path of destruction. I find myself a lot thinking, yo, why did I say this? Or why did I do that? Or why did I think this? You know, I find myself thinking that a lot. You know, but it also don't help that some of these kids out here, they have either absent parents or absent parenting. Now, I'm not saying that that's an excuse to crash out, because it's not. Everybody has a choice to crash out or not. But that influences their decisions even more. So you can go against the statistics, or you can go with the statistics. It's up to you. But that helps sway their decision a little more, having absent parents or absent parenting. I know. I've been there. Did things that I wish I didn't do. You learn from it and you grow. That's all you can do, is learn from it and grow. So yeah, man. We tend to advocate for our attributes of destruction more than attributes of positivity. I see that a lot. You know, I see it a lot. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the topic right there. If you guys want me to stick around any longer, I need to see 21 more roses. 21 more roses, because Anthony already sent 44. So I need 21 more roses. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get up on out of here and get on with the next episode of business. That was quality. That's all we do is get on here to spit quality game, you know. But yeah, man, let me grab something real quick. I'll be right back. I'm just going across the room. I'm going to grab some gummy bears real quick. So give me a check. Y'all already know what it is with the gummy bears. These things are smacking. Thank you to both you and Maki for opening my eyes 24/7. I mean, that's what we do. We get on here to expose the truth, you know, and help people move the way they're supposed to move. Let them know what it is. Yo, shout out to Maki for the $80 cash out. Boy, that is insane. Biggest don't know I had on here yet, man. Oh, but yeah, man. The longer y'all stick around, the more game that y'all absorb, and the more you actually see and open your eyes. Holy crap, that really is happening behind doors in the industry, or that really is happening out there in my community. You know, people are so blind to this kind of stuff. It's not even funny. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get up on out of here and get on with the last episode of the night. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Make sure y'all tap the follow and the bell button. Subscribe if you want to. It's $5.99 a month. You know. Also, Maki is the only one with the emblem, the top G tag next to his name. So if y'all want to be a top G, that's how you get it. But with that being said, stay tuned, man. I'll be right back with the next episode. Deuces.